All right, we're going to continue doing our identities. So this example says multiply the numerator and denominator by the same factor to verify an identity. So we're going to start with the left side of the equation. So our factor that we're going to use is 1 minus the cosine of x, and then 1 minus the cosine of x. So that's the common factor. So now when we multiply across. So in the numerator, I'm going to have the sine of x, quantity 1 minus the cosine of x. In the denominator, we're going to FOIL it. So we'll do first, outside, inside, last. So first, 1 times 1 is 1. Outside, 1 times negative cosine of x is negative cosine of x. Inside, cosine of x times 1 is cosine of x. And then last, cosine of x times negative cosine of x is negative cosine squared of x. What happens when we multiplied by this same factor is these two middle terms cancel out. Now we're simplifying. So we have 1 minus cosine squared of x. All right, I'm going to be going up to part of our notes above. I'm highlighting what I have here in the yellow, 1 minus cosine squared of x. That is one of the Pythagorean identities. So I'm going to go up to the Pythagorean identities. This one right here. And you can change that identity so that it's in a different form. So I'm just going to write this as sine squared of x plus cosine squared of x equals 1. And then I'm going to move this cosine squared of x to the right. So we get 1 minus cosine squared of x. So we're going to replace that 1 minus cosine squared of x with sine squared of x. So this again, in the yellow, is going to be sine squared of x. All right, now there is a common factor. I have a sine of x in the numerator and a sine squared of x in the numerator. So I can reduce it by 1 sine of x. So we're going to be left with, we're reducing by a sine of x. So this sine of x is now gone, and we just have one of them left in the denominator. And we are now done with the problem because we wanted 1 minus the cosine of x over the sine of x.